That stands out immediately as you see her running down the court. Bowles calls her own number from three. She knocks it down.
Sydney Bowles, the transfer from Texas A&M, forces the defense to spread things out a little bit, and it's great to see off of those turnovers by North Florida.
Baseline drive, dump down, and Timpson rolls it in. Party in the USA, playing at the tuck. It's been a party on the court. It's been a three-party.
Sydney Bowles is having a coming-out party here in Tallahassee.
They just haven't crashed all the way through the basket.
And Noles just 2 of 9 from the three-point line, but another steal for Florida State and a nice outlet pass.
We want to play fast. Good defense there from the Bulldogs, recovered by the Noles. Bowles fires a three, bang! Left corner three, all three of those.
Timpson 6 of 10 from the floor and 6 of 6 from the line. A couple of rebounds as well for Timpson.
Pushes it up to Gordon, kick out, Bowles, she can let it rip, she does! Count it, and the foul!
Sydney Bowles looks like she might be hurt over there as well. I think she landed on the foot of a Bulldog player. Bowles already a little short.
Blankenship's three off to the right, Bowles will cut right to the basket on a solo drive to the rim.
Maria Gordon has taken that and run with the concept.
So is Morgan Callahan for the Eagles, and that was a nice drive to the bucket for her. And then Sydney Bowles in the corner. And Morgan Callahan, let's take another look. Gordon knew exactly where her teammate was. Sydney Bowles had to reach high to go get that one and drains it anyway.
The advantage on the glass, but we said it that SMU has the #1 rebounder in the ACC, and we're seeing that.
Off the bench and very quickly.
Display at the basket, beyond the arc, and at the mid-range.
Up top, Bowles gets the three.
Definitely needs to be in that top 25 conversation, and they're showing that. They're showing that today.
Bowles, of course, just needed to relocate for the three, her third of the game.
They've got
with their talent, but their fluidity of how they approach it. Bowles, another three-pointer for Florida State.
Out of these offensive sets, they've just had trouble executing against the athleticism of Florida State.
Bowles from well outside, near the logo, knocks that one. I may have had my peripheral hearing working out for me there. Well outside the arc.
Sydney Bowles knows a thing or two about three-point shooting.
Chloe Hodges, by the way, on that bucket, that was her first points of the game. She had 20, in fact, against Penn State. Another bomb!
Look at that one. That was Grace O'Neal, just didn't think she needed to close out quite that far.
Bowles. Backing down, Mitchell falling away. Scores.
A little bit of a trap there.
Bowles on the blow-by, lays it in. And a chance for one more at the line.
That's a bad break for Sanaya Craig, as she already had those 3 personals, and then she was just a little bit late getting over there.
8-0 Virginia Tech run. Bowles for 3, rattles it home. I gotta go and get the ball and seal it off. Bowles getting downhill, leaves it for Treadwell. Everybody getting involved for FSU.
Oh, good swing there, Bozgana.
It's great offense from Stanford. The ball went from both sides of the floor at least 3 times in that one possession.
Bowles feeling it in transition. Back-to-back triples. Oh, hot hand, let it fly. Back rim.
Heat check.
Bowles, what a drive. How did that go in?
Look at this drive. Quick first step, reverse layup.
That she loves her energy. She's into it. She's preparing for this opportunity. Here's Bowles now after the giveaway. Bowles left free and hits with the right floater.
That was a pretty crossover back into the paint. Got Icheway down on one knee. Just enough space for the midi in the paint.
And that will prompt a Stanford timeout.
In Southern California. Here up north, we've got a great ACC matchup, and Cal has been dominant. Sydney Bowles hits just the 4th Florida State triple.
Shoots it about 30% from the floor. They were giving her space, and she took advantage of it.
Turnover. And here comes Bowles. cone, racing back in transition, but to no avail.
I don't know where she's at. Close out.
Second made three for Moore, who's got 12 in the contest. Bowles tees up a three. That is good!
Maria Gordon going to check back in for the Noles. She's been red hot from the three-point line as well. Perfect 3 of 3.
Sydney Bowles, why not?
Take a look here. Sydney Bowles way beyond the three-point line. Drains it.
Miami has come into this matchup dropping each of their last 5 contests, but they have been in the vast majority of those games. Sydney Bowles.
I think this could be a high-scoring affair, up and down. I know Florida State's not going to take the brakes off. Then got a touch in the paint. Now the triple from outside, and that's good from Sydney Bowles. It's where you miss Timpson on an offensive rebound, too. Latson gives it up for Bowles, looking for 3, and she hits it with 7 seconds to go. Latson with faith in her teammate and a new career high for Sydney Bowles with a 6th three-pointer.
Boston was a prolific scorer in high school. He's been a little hesitant at times to pull the trigger at BC. Beautiful shot.
And you mentioned it, Coach Mack talking to us each time we've had Boston College about how she wants Sidbury to be aggressive, how she wants her to take her shots and play confident basketball.
What an answer there.
Bowles in the lane. Bowles up strong and the foul.
What a move by Bowles. You saw it. It was under 15 seconds on the shot clock. But this is why the Seminoles are so tough. 5-out spacing. Do a little in and out.
Kick back out in the corner. Bonner back. Bowles 3. Got it. The early hot hand belongs to Sydney Bowles. We're humming along in that first half, and Latson tries to pick up where she left off. Williams gets the miss. Back out to Bowles and gets it to fall.
You know, she's able to just continue to grind it out. She's going up against some of the best bigs in the nation in the ACC, and you've been able to see her growth. It's something that Coach Wyckoff is really proud of.
Inside Timpson, wide open layup. She's got back-to-back buckets, trying to create a spark for Florida State.
It's a Louisville team that is comprised primarily of freshmen. And that is a couple of them that have stepped up big time. And that is a sight for sore eyes for Seminole fans. They have been looking for a shot to drop.
Take another look here. Just a simple left-handed pass.
There's the first one from Jasmine Roberts. How about the three-point response? Marshall knocks down a couple of free throws to make this a one-point ball game. Bowles can't hit the 3, though, so I guess if they're going, why not?
And they want to make sure that they have shooters on the outside that leave space to attack or knock down shots. They're very specific with how they run their lanes.
Coach also mentioned as Bowles dials it up from deep that she wanted to recruit shooters.
But here's the pop from Timpson. No one bothers to close out. Knocks that down with
confidence. Making sure you get the call right on the floor. As we have resumed play with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, Florida State has to operate quickly. Bowles takes the chance and is rewarded with her efforts.
Her scoring, especially if they're going to need some scoring from their post players this afternoon.
Sydney Bowles inside for Michaela Timpson. 20 points in their 14-point win against Pitt on Thursday. And again with that, Bowles sidesteps, left hand, kisses the glass, impressively so.
Nah, she's a scorer. She did.
Sydney Bowles picked up that dribble, fades back and hits.
That's a big-time shot.
So obviously they need to get some inside-out offense.
There you go. Bowles knocks down the 3.
As mentioned before, Sydney Bowles has scored 21 points on an average in the last 3, and she has been fantastic.
Junior from Lithonia, Georgia, had that career-high 32 in front of a ton of family and friends. Hey, maybe they made the trip to South Bend.
Hey, 3 for 3 off the timeout. Now you're cooking. No Latson on the floor here late for Florida State. 6 points in this first half, and pull-up J is good from Bowles. She